I'm from a small town in Malacca called Batu Berenang. When do I start painting? Well, when I start painting when I was in primary school. Well, at the time I don't really know what I'm doing, but there is just an urge that I need to put my hands on paper. You know, so I doodle all the time. After I finished high school, and I decided I wanted to go to study art. But at the time my mom just not agree, you know, because I guess for her she can't see any future in become a painter. So my sister at the time, my sister was in Kuala Lumpur, so I live in Malacca. So one day she came back to Malacca. I said to my sister, I'm gonna follow you back to KL. Then my sister said, no, Mom said you can't, you know, you can study it. But I said, I don't care, I'll find part-time job, I will support myself, I just need to go. So, so that weekend I just pack up my stuff, I follow my sister, and then my mom just didn't say no, didn't say yes, she just allowed me to go, and that's how I started my art journey. After I came to KL, and so I worked part-time, thinking that I can, you know, support myself, and I did for a little while, and then my mom started sending me living expenses and paying my school fees. So I was like, you know, really kind of like inspired for what she didn't say much, but I guess what she shows is a support for me to continue this journey. So I was very grateful to my mom. Even today, you know, without her, I'm not going to be here. Basically, I get my inspiration from people around me. I find that there's a human being is the most fascinating subject matter, because we're all different, and we all have different opinion about things, and we feel different as well. How do you define my style? I don't know. I mean, to me, this is just me. I try to paint as sincere and as down to earth as possible. I mean, that's for me. That's the feeling that I want to achieve, you know, and to define who I am as well. To me, art making is to share. I love to share my work with people, and what people say about your work, whether it reminds them of their own childhood or whether it reminds them of something more intimate or personal. Yeah, it's fascinating. Well, the challenges I face is as a painter, as an artist, is to find a platform to show my work. I'm a painter, so I'm not an art promoter, so I find it a bit difficult to sell myself, to push my work out there. But that's okay, that just takes time to build. As for the critics, I mean, when you put your work out there, you are basically asking people to, you show it to the public. So whatever feedback that you get, you just have to accept it, process it, and see what's useful to you, and whether you can take it to heart, or something you think is completely not relevant to your work, you just have to discard it. So I'm very level-headed, very open-minded about critics, you know. Painting, to me, is a journey to discover yourself. I'm very lucky I don't have to kind of like use it as a tool to make a living. Of course, I would love to, but I don't have to. So I can paint as honest and as sincere as possible.